Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Hi, Shannon. Hey, Jenny. Just give me a second. I'm just sharing the link. Just bear with me for a sec. How's everybody doing tonight? Hi, Darren. Happy Monday. All right. So, Jenny, I was just thinking about Monday, right? And so I was live 2 weeks ago on a Monday. And I said to everybody, I got some good news for you. It's almost over, right? Monday's almost over. But I decided something else. So I decided that Mondays is just a really good day that's working out for me. So I decided that I'm definitely going to stick to Mondays. So I thought that's good because maybe I'll cheer people's Mondays up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to Mondays. It's a good day to go live. I'm going to make it my day to go live. And I'm going to hope to bring a little cheer to people's Mondays. I will tell you guys, I had a rough Monday. It was a crazy weekend around here. It was my son's birthday. He turned 13 yesterday. Mom of a teenager now. Send help. I'm not okay. I'm just going to throw that out there. Thanks, Shannon. Shannon, thank you for fielding my mini heart attack last night because I seriously was panicking. So I'm going to tell you guys how bad my Monday was, but you cannot share this with anybody except the 3 other people that are watching this video with you. I fell asleep on a conference call this morning. Now, in my defense, the conference call was 2.5 hours. I was so tired. I dozed off. And then when my boss was calling my name, I pretended that I accidentally hit the mute button. Yeah, I did it. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I accidentally hit the mute button. Don't you guys tell anybody that happened. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Hi, Donna. Donna knows. Donna was here yesterday for the 13 celebration. It was a crazy weekend. I know. Don't tell anybody. I dozed off in my chair. I hadn't even gotten dressed. I was like still in my pajamas, and it was like probably 2 hours in, and I knocked off right in my chair, little dozy doze. All right. So anyway, enough about that. Remember, don't tell anybody. So who's excited for the 90s? I am. That's why I have this ridiculous picture here. I pulled out some oldies that I had to share with everybody. So that's me in the middle. I don't know what I was thinking with those shoes. I'm going to say this is probably, let's see here. I'm going to date myself. So I graduated high school in 95. Oh, Nikki. Cousin Nikki is here. You're going to want to hang out because I got something fun to share. I busted out some 90s pictures. Okay, so this is a trip that I'm going to say I was somewhere between like 8th grade and a freshman in high school, right? It was a scrunchie, Don. It was not a bow. I did not wear bows. I wore scrunchies. Hopefully, it's not too glary and you guys can see that. All right, so there's one good one. I covered this person over here because she's like somebody we don't see. These are all relatives, and they're not going to get mad at me. Okay, now this is a really good one. So now we're going to go a little bit later. We're going to go a little bit later to like somewhere in high school. So this gem, this is me and my best friend, Tara. We were best friends since we were in kindergarten pretty much. And I reached out to her before this and I said, is it okay if I show this picture? And she was like, yes, but you need to have the Four Non-Blondes theme song playing in the background because, like, that was our jam. And I was like, wish I could, but I can't. All right, so that's a good one. You got to love that hat, right? And we had matching sandals on. How cute is that? And my last one before we get crafty, you're going to love this, Nikki. This is me and my cousin Nikki. Now, this is a little bit later. This was probably like, so I graduated college in 1999, and I would say that this was somewhere in the college years. Now, here's the super cool thing. This is my cousin Nikki, more like a sister than a cousin. She lived right around the corner from me growing up, which was awesome. And this was at her house. And she was here yesterday too for the birthday celebration. So it was super fun. All right, so that's all my 90s propaganda I got. Now, speaking of the 90s, let's bring on some neon. We're playing with neons tonight because I love it. And I have even better news, something a little more exciting than watching me play with neon aqua pigments. There's a huge sale going on. Has anyone seen that? Who can tell me? Anyone? Mixed media sale. These aqua pigments are $3.49. But that's not all that's on sale. The aqua pigments are on sale. The chroma mist, stencils, glazes. There is like a whole bunch of good stuff going on sale. So tonight we're playing with some retro rewind and some neon because heck yeah, the 90s were rad. This is my favorite. So this is Roll With It. Love the pics. Hi, D. Love the pics and Four Non-Blondes. D, I don't know if you heard my story of how bad and awful my Monday was, but you definitely would have appreciated it. So this is Roll With It. I love this. I love this because I'll tell you why. Sunday nights when I was a kid, we used to go roller skating every Sunday night. Nikki, are you here? Do you remember those days? Nikki and I think her husband too worked at Laces. It was called Laces. It was the roller skating rink by us. And every Sunday night, like the whole family, skating was so rad, Michelle. So rad. Right? And I used to have my purple and white shorts and my roller skates with pink wheels. And I just thought I was the coolest. All right. So I did place duplicate orders last night. Oh, no. Good thing for Heather, man. She's the best. So I've got this stencil. Guys, look at this. It's called Cassette Collection. Darren, was this you? This was you, wasn't it? It's awesome. It is so cool. I love it so much. Okay, so we're going to use Cassette Collection with my neon aqua pigments, which honestly I haven't played with in a while because you guys know I'm usually always using chroma mist, but I'm like, I've got to switch it up because otherwise you guys might get bored. And I want Monday to be happy. Monday night, smiley and happy, right? I don't want you guys getting bored. So I was like, oh, I have the neon aqua pigments. So let's go for that. So I did put a little pixie spray on this before. Don't ask me why, but every time I use this, I like to angle it. I just like the way it looks. I think it looks cool. So we're going to work on this fun, splashy, neon-y background. Don't worry, be happy. Exactly. And I'm going to show you, we're going to make a background and we're going to get 2 cards out of it. So I just want to get a little bit of, get from my rainbow tape. There we go. I just want to get a little bit of tape to cover up these corners. Amy, did Amy sneak in here? I didn't see her. Where's my girl Amy at? Okay, so this is aqua pigment paper. Love this stuff. Back in stock, so I'll grab myself a few packs of that. And, oh, shoot, you know what I forgot? Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me lift this. I didn't do a very good job on the pixie spray. I don't know what's happening there. But let me do this real quick. That's all right. We'll be right without it. Let's try this again. All right. So did anybody make any purchases from Retro Rewind? There is so much good stuff. There's the box set. There's the I Want It All. There's all the miscellaneous stuff that you can buy separately. It is so much fun. And right now, like I said, big mixed media sale going on. Aqua pigments are $3.49. It's a good time to stock up. Gotta have it all, right, Shannon? Seriously, it's so cute. How could you not? It's so much fun. I feel like there's something for everybody. Okay. These stencils, though, I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun with these stencils. I'm going to flip that over and give it a little press on there. So, aqua pigment paper, and I am going to do some white. We're going to do like an emboss resist technique with the neons. And I'm going to use my embossing ink, and I just have a, regular old sponge applicator. I keep Velcro to the bottom, and then we're going to use alabaster embossing powder. So all I'm going to do is stick my sponge applicator. I'll just kind of dab it in there. Hi, Rara. Oh my God, seriously, it is so cute. But wait, listen, just, if you need some motivation, I shared some. Yeah, look at that. You like that hat, don't you? Some 90s inspiration. I did not, Amy, because I don't have it all yet. I only have bits and pieces of it. But there, I know on the website, there's I would recommend just go right to the I Want It All link. Hold on, let me see if I can grab that real quick for you guys, because then you can see it all. There is one link that, there we go, I got it. So this will show you everything in it, and there is so much fun stuff. So much fun stuff. Okay. There's Rubik's Cube, there's Yo-Yo, there's Chuck Taylor's. Oh my gosh, what else? The stencils are awesome. They're so awesome. Lots of, and the papers. I did get the paper pack the other day. I'll show you guys that in a minute. That is super cute. Honestly, sometimes when I get ready to do my lives, like the day of or the night before, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm searching all over looking for inspiration. This time, I literally had like 4 or 5 ideas. I narrowed it down to one, but kind of cheated because we're going to get 2 cards out of this. The Rubik's Cube stencil has me confused. I believe, Michelle and Shannon or possibly Darren can correct me if I'm wrong. It is a layering stencil, and I believe it's numbered, but even if it's not, it doesn't matter, because the point of it is when you use each layer, you just do each layer in a different color, and then they all match up. And I'm almost positive that Christopher did a live with it last week, so you might be able to find that. Christopher or maybe Heather, I don't remember, but I think I saw somebody doing that. But it's very, very simple, Michelle, not to be confused. So many ideas, right? Okay, not numbered, but it works with the stamp is what Darren said. Okay. I feel like it looks confusing, but then when you get it, it's really not. It's really not. It's so much fun. There's so much good stuff in this release. We've just been having a lot of fun with this one. I love all the pictures, the old pictures, the 90s trivia. All right, 90s trivia. So I got a good one for you guys because I looked some stuff up before we came on. All right, I got one for you. So the first child actor to ever get paid $1 million to do a movie. 2-part question. Who was the actor and what was the movie? No cheating either. This is just my, this is alabaster embossing powder. I just keep it in a Tupperware because I use it a lot. It's definitely my most used embossing powder. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me get some tweezers. You did, Shannon? No way. We must have went to the same website. Ding, ding, ding. Rara says, ugh, Culkin. And the movie was My Girl. So fun. It's all getting very nostalgic. So much good stuff. I was thinking today about what was my favorite show, and Saved by the Bell was definitely up there. Growing Pains was one of my favorites. Let me just grab my tweezers. Okay. How many Googles that? You were ugging over your typo. Oh, I missed the. Oh, okay. I see the typo now. Got it. How many Googled that? Well, listen, I mean, we're all 90s kids, right? Well, in somewhat of the 90s. I bet most of us were in high school or grammar school, or both, like me. Okay, I'm just using my little Shannon inspired but purchased by Donna tool for getting the embossing powder off the spots that we don't want it. Let me put this down so I have some. Okay, looking good so far. Well, I hear pitter patter, you know, all that. That means one thing. So I'm just using this to get off. It's got like a rubbery tip, using it to just get off embossing powder that landed in some spots that I don't want it in. Okay, I think we're pretty good. 80s kid here, I'm old. Well, I mean, Darren, I guess, you know, I was born in 77, so I guess I'm technically an 80s kid, right? You don't remember much until the 80s, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to heat this up. I'm going to grab my tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. So I'm going to get my little, look at this. This is another Donna gift. Donna finds all these little gadgets, or she sees them and then she sees them on lives and then she buys them. But she shares them with me, so I got to love it. Okay, my heat gun. Here we go. All right, so this one, I will tell you, took a while to heat up. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set this one aside because I got this one ready to go. So now you guys don't have to wait for me to heat it up. I know it's probably hard for you to see, but once heated, we have the cassette tapes. Oh, I also found out, I think, I have to check, but I think on one of my sample cards, I think I did it upside down. I noticed that when I went to use it and I wasn't sure which way it was going. And then I looked online and I said, oh, I have this bad boy upside down. All right, my little mat. So now, should we use them all? I definitely have to use pink. I don't have the blue. There is a blue. I think there's 6 total. Give me a sec. I'm going to post the... Okay, this is all the neon. Oh, there's 8. Oh, man, I'm missing a few. Hold on. Let me post this for you guys. Here's all the neon aqua pigments. Doesn't matter which way you place this. Right? Well, I mean, I guess so this strip that... hold on. Let me show you on here. This is supposed to go at the top. The strip right there, right? Because that's where we would write in, like, you know, Milli Vanilli mix, right? Or 90s mixtape. You know, mixtape. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, last year, my daughter's recital was a 90s theme. And it was really cute. They called it 90s mixtape. It was very cute. Which, that reminds me now. I can use this stuff to scrapbook those pictures. Yay! All right, so there's pink. Oh, heck yeah, new kids. So yesterday, like all my cousins were here and I was showing this picture, and my cousin Michael says, "My mom, that's my mom." He goes, "Wow, you look like you stepped out of a New Kids on the Block video." It was great. He's like, "Wow, that hair, huh?" And she goes, "Oh, that was my favorite hairstyle." Oh, it was really funny. Okay, so got my pigment palette mat. Now this does stick right to the stick and stamp mat. We got pink, we got yellow. Definitely gonna get some green in here. I'm missing blue. I've got to get the blue. There's the green. I'm thinking about maybe just those three. What do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna stick with those three for now. We'll see how it goes. Get my spray. I'm gonna spritz this up a little bit because I just kind of want like splotchy. Let me make sure this is good. So I'm just gonna sort of dab. Get my water cup. Get some yellow. I just want it to be splotchy and splattery and bright. Look how bright that is. I love it. So no, not trying to do anything specific. Just sort of splotching it down, using a lot of water so it gets runny. I just want those brights, all that bright stuff in there. I'm going to be careful with my green and my pink though, because we don't want anything to be brown. So that's where I'm just going to keep an eye where those two kind of come together so we're not getting brown. The pink and the yellow will be fine. The yellow and the green will be fine. But I'll just mind where the pink and the green go together. Look how bright that is. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I think I might need more pink. Right? I should have put this on my stick and stamp mat. I was so excited to play with these colors. I just kind of dove in. Okay, I gotta get more pink. Oh, good night, Amy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna get a little more pink because I want this to be bright. I don't want it to be too washed out. I want it to be really bright. I think I'm gonna dab off some puddles and then add more pigment. Yeah, see, this down here is definitely too light. I want it to be brighter. So that's a good first layer, right? So I'll take away some of my water and then we'll go a little bit more pigment heavy, less diluted. Make sure my hands are not dirty. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm just smushing the brightness on there. Let me squeeze out some more color. That's definitely one of my favorite things about the aqua pigments. It's really easy to get deeper or lighter colors if you want more washed out colors or more pigment heavy colors, you just use it right out of the bottle. If you want it to be lighter, all you have to do is add water. Oh, that is so cool. Look at how bright that is. Okay, I think I'm going to just go a little bit more yellow. I agree. Aqua pigment summer. You know what, Jenny? Okay, let's talk about that because they are my favorite as well. And I've had people say to me, why watercolors, aqua pigments? I mean, essentially they're like watercolor. Why watercolor in a bottle? Isn't it difficult? You have to open up each bottle. I'm going to tell you why. When you have a palette and you have to spray the water and dip, so different. There's so much more control when it comes out of the bottle, and there's so many more techniques that you can do with this. One of my favorite things to do for backgrounds is I will take an acrylic block and dip a couple of colors, 1, 2, 3, whatever I decide, and then just smush it onto a piece of aqua pigment for my background paper, for like a background. There's just so many different things that you can do with it already in a liquid state and out of a bottle. And I definitely feel like it's easier to get both really bright colors or muted colors. So yes, I am with you, Jenny. And hopefully you're having a better week this week, because I know Jenny had a rough week. I was actually thinking about you over the weekend. So I'm thrilled that you joined me tonight. All right, we're good. We're getting nice and bright. I think we're almost done. I am going to have to dry this so that we can go on to the next thing. And plus, I want to do a little splattering on here. Hello, Lily.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh, thanks. You like that?
Ooh la la. I do like it.
Nice and bright, right?
It's very retro-y.
Yeah, it's retro rewind, baby.
Woo!
Okay, I'm just going to wipe off of, got some puddles on the white parts. I'm going to take care of that. And then I'm going to get my heat gun. Jenny, I hope so. I hope it gets better.
What happened?
Jenny had a rough week last week. Jenny is on the design team, on the inspiration team. Brutus Monroe, yeah. Allison! Hi! Hey, girl!
Here.
Yes, say hi to Allison!
Hi, Allison!
Allison, you just missed it. We were talking New Kids on the Block, and I know you're a fan. We're doing all the 90s stuff. It's retro rewind. So I got some roller skates here, and this is my cassette tape stencil. When I was using this last week, I was thinking about you because I know it. I know you love the New Kids on the Block. Check that out. Isn't that adorable? Rara says hi.
Oh, hi, Rara. Oh, is that her YouTube name, Rara?
Well, that's what we call her, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got this cool cassette background. Nice neon colors that hopefully you guys can see. Oh, there's Aunt Nikki. Aunt Nikki said hi too.
Hey, Aunt Nikki.
Now, I need to funk it up a little bit more. So we're going to do a little bit of splattering. So let me get, excuse me.
I could be your music.
Wow, where'd you come up with that one? I mean, this kid just dropped a little 90s beat for me. Did you guys catch that? Right? I think that was a 90s jam.
I don't know.
All right, girl. All right.
Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it.
Yeah, we're feeling the 90s vibe now. We love it. All right, so I want to do a little bit of black splatter, just a little bit. Excuse me, doll. Let me get my block and my fan brush. Do a little bit of splattery splatter. Allison, I believe, is the person that I learned the fan brush trick from. I'm pretty sure that was you. So fun, right? I'm using neon aqua pigments, which there's a big mixed media sale going on, so I might need to go get the rest of the colors. I do have all the chroma mist. I finally got the whole collection of neon chroma mist, and I love them so much. The blue neon chroma mist is my number one absolute favorite Brutus Monroe product ever. Speaking of which, let's talk about the monthly challenge. I was in charge of the monthly challenge. I'm sorry, the weekly challenge, not the monthly challenge. This week was my week. And my challenge, because again, you guys know I love the chroma mist. My challenge is to use chroma mist on a Brutus Monroe or on a project using Brutus Monroe chroma mist. And then you post it in the fan group. And then winners are picked. Pretty fun. So yeah, if somebody said to me like, okay, you're stranded on an island and you're allowed to take one Brutus Monroe product with you, what would it be? It would be neon blue chroma mist. It's my fave. Okay, how rad does that look? That is so cool. Look at that. I love that. Bye, Nick. Love you. Okay, so we've got our retro backgrounds. Now, I had this whole plan to cut this background up so that we can make 2 cards, but I don't want to cut it up. I like it too much. Now maybe I'll cut it up anyway. I don't know. Let's see. Let me dry this off. Make sure, yes, when you post your card, use the hashtag for the challenge, CYOE, which is create your own ending. Hashtag CYOE challenge. It's in the Brutus Monroe fan group. Okay, let me just, you know what? Let me hit this with the heat gun so I don't smear any of this. Oh, that is fun. Those cassettes are so fun. All right, there we go. So I'm going to tell you guys why I don't think I want to cut this up, because I got something. Hang on one second. Darren just said when he posted the hashtag CYOE, it reminded me of create your own ending. And I've got this. Oh, yeah. That was left over from the create your own ending event last year. So I need to use that. All right. Oh no, Allison. Yeah, so on one of my lives, I knocked over a whole, I had like a purple aqua pigment. I knocked the whole bottle over. And I was so mad too, because that was my favorite color. All right, I'm going to use this paper. It's like, I'm watching the feedback on my computer and it just looks like a yellow, but it is like neon glowing yellow. I don't know if you could see it compared with this. It's like glowing and it's fuzzy, but I have to use it. So we're going to make a mat out of this. You know what? Let me move this over before I have neon splashes everywhere. I get too excited and then I just get all crazy. Okay. All right, so let's cut this up to make a layer. No, we'll do it that way. Okay. I just want to trim up the ends because this is a little bit, it was in my scrap bag, so it's a teeny bit roughed up on the ends. Sorry, usually I have everything pre-cut, but I just remember that I had this, so I wanted to utilize that. I forgot what measurements I was doing. Okay, 4. So oh, that's great. That's nice and bright. Nice and neon-y. Okay, so this is going to be, which way we're going to cut? We'll cut this side off. I always double check because I'm always afraid I'm going to cut it wrong, and that's going to be the end of that, right? So we'll go. It is so bright. Like, it's glowing. It's seriously glowing. This is going to be like a blacklight card, I think. Go this way. Let's see if I cut that right. Okay, now I'm going to glue this now because I'm going to have to put something heavy on this to keep this flat. So I think to make this a little sturdier, I'm going to glue the neon onto my card base first, and then we will put something good to put up. Oh, you know what? We'll put this block on top of it. That should do the trick. And then we'll make our roller skate. Bro, sounds like an exotic name. All right, let's use liquid glue on this. Oh, this is so fun. So, Allison, if you're still here, I have a teenager. I now have a teenager, and I know you know a thing or two about that. My son turned 13 yesterday. I'm still not able to wrap my head around it. Yeah, 13. My husband and I said today, we've noticed my son has gotten, like, he's mellowed out. He's definitely mellowed out. Allison says, girl, I feel you. I don't know, Allison. Maybe I should lean on you. I know you got the experience. But I got to be honest with you. The 13-year-old boy is nothing compared to the 9-year-old girl. And Donna and Rara, if they are still here, both of them. Donna especially, because she witnessed it firsthand yesterday. Ah, thanks, Allison. You're the best. Yeah, the 9-year-old girl is like much more of a handful than the 13-year-old boy. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut a teeny bit off or we leave it just like that. Nah, I think we're good. Oh, Donna. Yeah. Donna, you and I need to talk. The 9-year-old girl was not loving that the 13-year-old boy was getting all the attention yesterday. And it always cracks me up when people look at my daughter and they say, oh, you're going to be in trouble. And I say, gonna be? I already am. It's only just begun. Lily has been a handful since birth. We knew from an early age that she was going to be the one to cause the gray hair. Okay. We knew from when she was in the womb and refused to turn over when I was trying to find out if she was a boy or a girl. So we knew back then. I mean, the joke was like I had gone 3 times, I think, to try and find out the birth. And on the 3rd time on the way there, we were like, if we don't find out today, it's just not happening because she just wouldn't turn over. Allison says her daughter came out with an attitude. Hi, Heather. How are you? All right, so I had cut some circles for our roller skate. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the circle. Maybe, maybe not. You know what I should have done? I didn't even think of this. I should have cut out the center of the yellow paper so we could have used it some more, but oh well. Yeah, I kind of think I want to put them on a circle. I just feel like that would be fun. All right, so let's see. Let me just see how this is doing because I'm afraid it got crooked. But yeah, it did. It totally slid. Well, guess what? It's staying that way. And I am totally okay with that. Yeah. And then maybe we'll do that like right there. And just keep it all crooked and crazy. And we'll put our roller skate on like that. And let it go off the edges. And of course, I'm going to paint the wheels pink. Okay. So let's do that. Yeah, so I don't know. My son he just seems like so chilled out lately. And my daughter, well, she's crazy. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of attitude. No, Allison, no. Allison says, imagine if Lily and Ree spent time together. Oh my goodness. They would probably take over the world. Okay, I'm going to stamp this in black and then I'm going to color the wheels. Now this is perfect blend paper, which is fine because I'm only going to use aqua pigments on the wheels and the laces. And I'm going to take a vote because, this is for you guys. So wheels and laces, pink, yellow, or green. I will take the first vote on that one. I'm leaning towards pink, but audience participation, pink, yes. Michelle says pink. Pink it is. I think this ink pad may need to have been inked up a little bit better. Yeah, I like this on the circle, kind of going off the edges. I think that looks cool. Donna says pink. Allison says pink. Pink it is. I'm going to do the wheels and the laces in pink and then leave the skates white. I'm going to go one more. So, Allison, I'm going to ask you. So, my daughter, she has a really good poker face. And that's what scares me. Like, my son, I can tell the second he's lying. My daughter, I can't always tell. And that makes things a little difficult. I'm not going to lie. A little difficult. She got a good poker face. I mean, it's going to be great when she's older. Right now, it just makes things difficult for me. Orange creamsicle, orange dream. It smells like orange creamsicle. It's amazing. Yes, we are, aren't we, Allison? Oh boy. Isn't there a support group like for teenage and preteen girls? There ought to be. Or is it called the liquor store? Even my mom's like, yeah, you were bad. She's like, but you were not this bad, this young. But, our kids are in a much, much different world. Right, Shannon? Girls' night out. Oh, Allison said it. It's called hiding in the craft room. Wine club. WHINE. That was cute. All right. I just want to give this a little bit of heat Now, I am almost positive that I have some bright ribbon too, except that I already stuck these layers down. I'm wondering if, yeah, this will come right off. I had a feeling. All right, that's a good thing. We're going to redo that. I'm going to put this way for now. Let me just get my, we're doing pink, right? Let me get a brush. Okay, get a little more pink. And I'm just going to do 8 is the new preteen. 15 is, oh God, Heather, please don't scare me. I'm like, seriously, I'm dreading it. So here's some other big news, which some of you already know. When Lily was in kindergarten, she was a cheerleader and she quit after the first season. She was a competition cheerleader. And I will say she was really good at it. She really liked it. Now, I was not a cheerleader. I was the weird art kid. I know that's hard to believe, but that was me. So kindergarten, she was a competition cheerleader. She was great. She was very into it. She was very into the athleticism of it and the training and the practices, getting up early. She loved it all. But by the end of the season, now mind you, some of these girls were 5 years old. She was not liking the drama. She was not liking that people were getting picked on. She actually got in a fight with a girl, started screaming at a girl who was picking on another girl because she was just tired of it. And she said, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do cheer anymore, Mom. And like at 5, she was so adamant. And I said, well, of course, right? I'm not going to force her to do anything she didn't want to do. I was fine with it. She started taking dance classes and now she's on her 3rd year of dance. Well, the other day, she tells me, Mom, I want to do cheerleading again. And I was like, I swear I heard screeching brakes. I was like, what? First of all, my wallet was screaming. If any of you have children in any kind of competition, dance or cheer or anything like that, you know it's can get ridiculously expensive. So yeah, she said she wants to do competition cheer. And I said, wow, really? I'm like, well, what made you change your mind? Sorry, I'm just looking for a skinnier brush to do those laces. She said, well, when I was in kindergarten, I was afraid of getting bullied. She said, but I'm not afraid of that anymore. I was like, I mean, that's, there's something to be said for that. Right, Allison? So it's like, well, and I'm not going to discourage her just because cheer was not my thing. It's not fair. That would not be fair to do that. Because I always say if my kids are like really just have their heart into something and they're making the effort, then I will most definitely support them. And when she came back like that, I used to be afraid of being bullied, but I'm not afraid of that anymore. So then that made me think, well, then maybe if that's how she feels and she does do cheer, then maybe if there are other girls that are getting bullied, she would stick up for them. Right? So we'll see. Lily is definitely somebody that has no tolerance for injustice of any kind. People getting picked on or people getting left out. It's kind of funny because when I say no tolerance, I mean she gets mad and aggravated very easily, and just it's kind of awesome because it's like in her brain there's just no place for it or no reason. Now, when it comes to her brother, we all know that's a totally different story, right? All bets are off. But nobody's allowed to make fun of her brother except her. Okay, so back to the card at hand here, because sorry, I was off on a tangent talking about my kids. Do you see how bright and pretty that is. So I just kind of dabbed because I'm trying to keep it bright and dark, right? I didn't add any water. I'm going to go in with a little bit more, make it even brighter. And then we'll put the rest of our card together. I'm going to see if I'm pretty sure I have some like neon-y ribbon. So we'll see if we can work that in and we get a sentiment in. Right? Isn't that cute? With the pink? Thank you, Heather. Heather has actually had the pleasure, I hope that it was the pleasure, to spend some time running around the store with Lily, and she still talks about it because Heather was nice enough to take Lily into her office, and that has left an impression on her. Whenever she sees Heather on a live, she'll be like, Mom, remember when I got to go see Heather's office? And I'm like, oh, I didn't get to see Heather's office. I'm just kidding. We did get to see Christopher's office. That was pretty fun. But yes, Heather and Lily had some fun running around the store together. Oh, hey, Tina! That's right. She was your mini assistant. It was awesome. So this is, look at that ribbon, right? I got to use it. Okay, I'm going to channel my inner Shannon with the ribbon. And let's see what I can, oh, that's stuck on there really good. Holy moly. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So I'm glad I was able to peel this off. And all right, this goes this way. Maybe we'll just do a piece like that. And we'll put our, oh, you know what? What if we switch it up? Let's see. I think I might have just changed my mind. Yeah, let's go like that. Awesome. Okay. We're almost done. Shannon bow. Listen, I'm not that good. I cannot pull off a Shannon bow. Shannon does amazing things with ribbon. I'm going to keep it simple and just run it around the side. Just going to put a little adhesive. Call it a day. Make a Shannon-esque card. That's my new favorite word. Okay. Okay, there and there. All right, let's try this on here again. Shannon, like, you're known for your bows. You know what, though? I mean, it's cool. Like, when people know your style, right? That's awesome. I'm definitely that way with Allison. When a card, if I'm scrolling through and a card comes up, I know it's Allison's card before I even look at the name or the watermark. I always can tell an Allison card. All right. Hopefully I'll keep this one on straight. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put this right on top like that. That looks good. And I'm going to put my mug on top for some extra pressure. Let's get our stamp set and pick out a sentiment. We've got let's party, rad, cool, just roll with it. I'm thinking about let's party. And I'm just going to do that on a piece of white paper. And then I'll trim around it. See if I have any scraps. Oh, no scraps in here. All right. Oh, here we go. Got to move this out of my way. We're almost done. Sentiment. put our pieces together and call it a Monday. Allison said, loving this card. Gina, you both can come to my office. Ah, you're the best, Heather. Thanks. Oh, I love that. I love that, Allison. This card makes me smile. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we've been talking about Pittsburgh again for a couple of different reasons. The boys want to see a hockey game because Lucas has this thing where he like has a map thing that you scratch off because he wants to go to like every hockey stadium in the country and Canada, of course. Plus, my parents hosted a minor league baseball player last season, or two actually, and Lucas became very, very good buddies with one of them, and he is from Pittsburgh, actually very close to Green Tree, where Brutus Monroe is. So Lucas wants to visit him. So yeah, we'll definitely find our way there again, I think, in the next year or two. This card brings back so many great memories. I love that. Oh yeah, there's no doubt, Heather. My parents too, the baseball player that they hosted, my parents became friends with his parents, so my parents have talked about it. So we've talked about possibly all coming together. Oh, Shannon, you're so sweet. I got some bad news for you though, Shannon. I'm afraid to fly. I haven't flown since my honeymoon, and that was like 15 years ago. I'm terribly afraid to fly. I know it's terrible. And I'm gonna have to get over it at some point. Because, my son is a diehard Coyotes fan and wants to go to Arizona at some point when they open up their new stadium. And I keep telling my kids, you can't move anywhere that I can't drive to. Not nearly as Donna, you would fly with me? Donna, that could work because you would probably give me the tough love like my mom. Years ago, we took a family trip to Vegas, like a bunch of my cousins and aunts and uncles, and like right when the plane was about to start to take off, I mean, I was like in my late 20s at the time. I got really nervous and I started flipping out, and I was like, I gotta get off the plane. I gotta get off the plane. And my mom turned around and she was like, shut up right now. Sit down and put your seatbelt on. You're not going anywhere. And I was like, okay, Mom. And that was that. And then going home, when we were in Vegas, there was a big Guess store. And I loved anything Guess because they'd always had G's on it. So she bribed me with a pair of Guess sneakers. And she bought me the sneakers. And then she's like, you are only getting these if you get on that plane and you don't make any noise. You don't cause any ruckus. And yeah, I did it. I did it for the sneakers. All right. So this probably would look cute. Would have looked cute there, but I don't really want to cover my skates. So what do you guys think on the sentiment? I feel like it could go cute right there and I could pop it, but I don't know if I like it covering the skates. So it could go here. So tell me below the wheels, like hanging off the circle, or no, I don't like it down there. I think I like it there. All right, let me get some foam adhesive and let's wrap this guy up. Whoops, I just dropped stuff in the garbage. Oh, the adhesive tabs. That was the other thing. That was the other thing that I knew it. Man, I just did a supply order recently, and I order stuff, and then like a couple of days later, I think of other things. And with Brutus Monroe, you have no time. Like you order it, and then an hour later, it's like, hey, your order shipped. Okay, get my tweezers. All right, so I want to know if everybody's Monday is going to end up okay. And if anybody else fell asleep on a conference call. I told my husband and he was like, "You did not." I was like, "Oh yeah, I did. 2.5 hours on a call. What do you expect?" Rara knows because I texted her like part of the way through, and I sent her a screen cap of the timer on the call that I was on. I put a big red circle on it, and at that point, it was at like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, yay, Allison. I love that. A permanent basket. What do you mean you have a permanent basket? What does that mean? Pretty okay. Oh, good. Donna said she worked at home. I fell asleep when I got home. Oh, you're so sweet, Michelle. Thank you. Okay. Put this on, and then we're done. Probably going to add a few black gems to it around the background, but it's a few minutes after 9. Excuse me. Okay. We're going to go right there, and I'm just going to sneak another adhesive dot underneath that. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I am fighting a little cold, and my throat is getting very dry. Okay. Let me grab the black gems real quick. Sorry. Oh, I get it, Heather. Oh man. I think I would probably just have part of my paycheck put into store credit. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll just put a few little doodads. Heather! That's awesome. Heather says, "What paycheck?" That's hilarious. Yeah, when we were at the store, my husband was like, "Oh, there was a card store, like a sports card store right next to the Brutus Monroe store." Excuse me. Sorry, guys. And my husband was like, "Oh, I'm going to go take Lucas over to the trading card store." And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead. You do that." Give me the opportunity to fill up my basket. Okay, my friends, I apologize for all the coughing and the noise. Our retro rewind card is complete. I'll give you a little 90s Gina one last time, just in case. There we go, with the fun hat, my roller skates, and that's what I got for you. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I always have fun hanging out with you guys. Y'all make me laugh. This was great. So like I said, Mondays is definitely going to be my night. And I don't think we have signups yet for April, but I'm going to say today's the 20th. I probably will see you guys again, maybe on the 3rd, or maybe we do have signups for April and I just don't remember because I only have March on the board in front of me. So, but either way, it'll be a Monday. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope that you guys have a great week. Go grab some retro rewind stuff. You'll have it by the weekend, and then you can have 90s fun. It'll be a blast. Yeah, Shannon, I just don't remember if we did signups yet, but if we did, I'm sticking to Mondays anyway, so you guys will find me on a Monday. So that's it. I hope you all have a great night, and thank you again for hanging with me. Enjoy your week, everybody. I'll see you next time.